So let's look at a test case for a common Sales Cloud process, opportunity approval. Using Provar's test builder, we can create the test step by step. This scenario involves two users, a sales user and the admin user. With this test case, we'll create an opportunity and approve it. The test begins with the sales user logging in and creating a new opportunity. Provar captures each step in a structured, human-readable format. This makes it easy for anyone to understand what's happening in the test case. So in these steps, we can see the test clicking the New Opportunity button and assigning a dynamic name, which will be used in later steps. The test then selects a stage and sets a dynamic date as well. It then saves the opportunity record. Once the opportunity has been saved, the test will add the product to the opportunity. You can easily add a test step that adds a product to an opportunity by simply interacting with the UI and right-clicking and choosing Add to Test Case. Here, the test is selecting the product, providing a specific quantity, and then saving this particular product. Once the product has been added to the opportunity, the test will then request approval for this opportunity. To do that, Provar will automatically click on this particular quick link dropdown. It will then choose Submit for approval, provide a comment, and then click on the Submit button. At this point, Provar switches to the admin user who will approve the opportunity. The admin user profile will launch in a different browser instance. You'll notice that navigating through two different users in the same test case is being automatically taken care of by Provar using the Auto Navigation feature. The Auto Navigation feature works on different objects inside your org, as well as different subtypes with related details like this. With Auto Navigation, you don't need to worry about navigating to most objects, subtabs, or browsers. Once we've approved this existing opportunity, Provar will also refresh the page so that the page updates. As the UI is updated, you can see the opportunity has been approved. Now, let's interactively add a few more steps to edit a product and request another approval. To do that, we'll just go back to our sales user and then go to the product. If we right-click on the Edit button and choose Add to Test Case, we see the Add Test Step options appear in Test Builder for that object. Because Provar is made for Salesforce, it easily handles Salesforce tables and takes care of the row locator automatically. There are lots of powerful options when adding a test step, including parameterizing inputs and choosing the interaction type. Once you've set all your options, you just click on Add and Do, and Test Builder will add the test step and execute it immediately, so you can debug any issues in real time. You can see that it's auto-navigating to the opportunity as the sales user and clicking on the Edit button for the product. I'll add a description by right-clicking, choosing Add to Test Case, typing in the value, and clicking on Add and Do. I'll also right-click on the Save button and add a test step that clicks it. To submit the changes for approval, I'll right-click on the Submit for Approval button and add that step to the test case. Similarly, I'll right-click on the Comments field to add a comment to my approval request. If there's a typo in my comment, I can just edit the test step and then select Save and Do. I can then add a step that clicks the Submit button. Once that approval request has been submitted, we'll go back to the admin user to approve the changes. If I refresh the approval history, I can see the new pending request. I can then right-click on the Approve button and add that test step. I can then add test steps for adding a comment and clicking the Approve button. Test Builder allows you to organize your test steps into groups. You can easily drag and drop steps to reorder them and put them into groups. Provar makes it easy to keep your test cases organized so that you or anyone else on your team can understand your test cases and what's passing or failing. Now that the changes have been approved, the sales user can move the opportunity forward by marking the stage as complete and progressing on to the next steps. All you have to do is right-click on the Mark Stage as Complete button to add it to the test case. You can then move the test case through the different stages of the opportunity all the way to closed won. For example, if I wanted to add a test step to mark this opportunity as closed won, I can just right-click on the close stage and add it to my test case. After adding and doing that step, we can select if this opportunity was closed won or closed lost, and then add a step that clicks the Done button. This test case is a basic example of a flow for testing opportunity creation and approval. We could continue to evolve the test case by adding code generation and email verification, or adding other test steps specific to your org and testing needs. We could also turn this test case into a callable test case so that it can be reused as a part of other, larger test cases. Callable tests can act as building blocks to simplify test creation and maintenance. Instead of recreating the opportunity creation and approval test steps for each test case, you can create the steps once in a modular way so that you can reuse the same callable test anytime you need to test opportunity creation and approval functionality. This makes test creation more scalable and test maintenance more efficient. As you've seen, Provar enables you to test Salesforce Sales Cloud in a way that is scalable, maintainable, and reflects real-world usage. Book time now with one of our Salesforce testing experts to learn more about how Provar can help you efficiently test business-critical processes such as opportunity approvals.